like any form of art. When you don't have to talk, you just, because you go directly to the reaction, the feeling reaction of a person. Music, dance, art, painting, right? It doesn't need speaking. So it's just, you connect with people directly to their, to their feelings.
Go to different cultures and bring maybe music of somebody from Thailand or Africa or wherever into Germany and Japan or wherever, so I can bring maybe cultures from different places to different places, and that's what I can do.
I met a few people and somebody introduced me to this lady, and as usual, on default, I went over to kiss her on the cheek, and she's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?"
Culturally, as a difference, is definitely the language. I mean, you learn the language in school, English, but when you live in the country, that's the biggest difference. You learn the language in a different way, like daily life English. So that was big.
You make connection with people because you like the same kind of music.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then sometimes you will learn to communicate with them because that's the whole thing with Facebook and Twitter, all this. People can talk about music or discuss about music.
A very important question right now, and it's actually something that in this classical music field is being asked all the time. And one of the most important things is also how to bring music to everybody and kind of break down the barriers or the stigma that classical music is only for the elite, or you have to be incredibly educated or to understand it, to enjoy it. And so that's the biggest stigma that needs to be broken, and it's people in my field like myself that it's our job to try to actually break that stigma. And one thing that music can do actually, to answer your question, is that I think there's nothing actually that trains abstract thinking as much as that. Because when we're reading music, we just see black dots on a page. And we have to translate those into emotions. And I don't think there's anything as abstract as seeing like a black little dot and turning that into like something sad or happy, or so if that becomes very natural for you, everything I think is actually possible.
And that actually ties into one of the things that was hardest of coming to the US, which is the speed thing, and how fast you have to adapt, and how I had to basically get into a speed that I wasn't used to. But it's been good. I've made a lot of progress just by being into this 1 year, and I think that it's for the better for now. But I used to play back in Brazil. It was much more of a relaxed sort of mood.
In fact, one of the reasons I came here was because of the freedom of speech, which I know isn't as free as people would like to think, but it's freer than most countries. And you know, it's sort of encouraged, that sort of freedom, and the difference, you know, and people's individualities is really, you know, stressed here. And that fact that anyone can become president, for example, is a theory that doesn't really exist in Europe, that anyone could become prime minister.
Yeah.